On the hill here today, Kyle Bradish.
To throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike. Hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over.
And we're underway in Baltimore. Now the 0-1.
Outside ball.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Sliced hard but foul. That one ripped right center field. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it.
Close,
that's
but called a ball. And that's ball one. That one almost got him. Three-0 down. And foul ball. Three-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Take your base.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
And now it's Luis Garcia. On the ground, could be two. Here's Holiday for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Offense held in check there. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back now at Oriole Park. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Garrett Cole. What do you got on him, Chris?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson.
This afternoon, the shortstop, number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
Ball.
That's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
What? If you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Ground ball left side. Sends it to first, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there, scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's the strike. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Outside low, ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 1 out in the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Spencer Jones, the next to hit. That clips a corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with...
To the right side, and he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Ryan McMahon.
Out towards right center field. And that's the third out. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the second. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Hurt.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Gone into the flagpole. He sends one out the opposite way, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Ball.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nope.
To his credit. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Batting sixth.
Well, he saw an opportunity to drop a drag bunt and made it work out.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In the dirt. One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man at second. It's a K from the Coltrane.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. 2-2. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. All even at 1 apiece. Back now at Oriole Park. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. That one lifted to left. O'Neill coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting ninth.
1 pitch and 1 out.
Number 96.
Ball inside.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
Ball outside.
Strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Bounced up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Hee-haw!
Now a quick throw to first. Lombard dives back in safely. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Wright.
Quick move to first. Low throw, and it gets by. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2
Up
out.
next for the Yankees, first baseman
Luis Garcia now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the zone. 2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
Jumps, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
no, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Gets the outside corner with that one. All loaded up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Set for the bottom of the third, digging in, Jackson Holliday.
Jackson Holliday.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
That's a ball.
Inside.
No, that's inside.
Ball 2. Just
No, that
missed. It's a leadoff
Take your
walk,
baseball 4.
and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Swings through that one for strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be two. McMahon over to second, and that's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Base is empty after the double play. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One now.
That's a ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece.
Me falta 2 seguidores o a poder transmitir. Glasses purple yellow diamond, and pink wadding, face orange rice de yebrao, face fucsia wide yes, face fucsia wide.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Got him swinging.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Close
Nope.
one. Doesn't
Ball.
get the call. Ball 1. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Two now. That's down and in. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
Man,
Take your
that's
base.
a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
There's Ryan McMahon now. Fly to center his first time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And it's even
That's
up.
a ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. He did not go around. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. It's a leadoff walk,
runner, take your base.
And that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
For the Orioles, designated hitter, Dylan Beavers.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Grisham gets it back in quickly. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here's Pete Alonso. That one fouled hard the other way.
Me falta 2 seguidores o a poder transmitir. Glasses purple yellow diamond, and pink quadin, face orange rice de yebrao, face fuchsia wide yes, face fuchsia wide.
2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Off the mark there.
That's the ball.
Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
In the air to left center. Grisham trying to get there. Can't get there. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there, 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Cowser at third. Beavers over at second. Taveras over at first with one away. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Outside with a breaking ball.
Outside.
That misses. Ball. And the count's even at 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 1 out. Bases full. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 0-1. Just missed.
Ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Late swing fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 5th. George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Did not go.
Ball.
Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Line to left, and there's one down. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And it's 1-1. Next pitch is downstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Payoff pitch towards first. Alonso. He steps on the bag, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Ben Rice. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
No,
he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That one is hammered right field onto the track, and he makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the inning. Jackson Holiday digs in now.
Holiday.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Orioles looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
That one in there across the letters. Yo, 1. Late with the swing there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back here in Baltimore, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Luis Garcia getting ready to hit.
First baseman, Luis Garcia.
Swinging a foul out of play. Deal one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Me
Activity.
falta 2 seguidores o a poder transmitir. Glasses purple yellow diamond, and pink wedding, face orange rice de yebrao, face fuchsia white yes, face fuchsia white.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Nope. Ball. That's a ball. That's down.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound. Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And the 1-0. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Going to count 1-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's got a chance. That one hops against the fence. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
A little out front there as he swings through it. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Spencer Jones.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Fought off foul. The Yanks with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Way out front for strike 2. In the air to left center. O'Neill pulls it in on the run. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the 6th. Stepping in,
Orioles,
Colton Cowser.
Center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And there's a foul ball. Here's your 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brent Hedrick, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Cruz getting cranked up as well. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch to pitch well up until this point.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Up next for the
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Cole is done in this one. And he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the Yankees,
Bradley Hanner takes over on the mound. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game.
Ball outside.
The Orioles with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
The 2-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Right fielder,
That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Orioles. Score remains tied 1-1.
now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Rico Garcia. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 1 for 2.
Ryan McMahon.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Ball outside.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7.
sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
One, two now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now it's going to be George Lombard Jr.
Here.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Yankees won, and the Orioles won. Back now at Oriole Park, digging in, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
No,
Struggled
that's
a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0. Well, they came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Jones takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Close,
that
but
missed.
called
That's
the
a ball.
And it's 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 2 out.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bradley Hanner out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Brent
Yankees,
Hedrick on to pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. He is struck out, and he is walked. That clips the corner. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
The guy at
That's
the
the ball.
plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That ends the frame. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Andrew
the Orioles.
Kittredge gets the ball now.
Number 39.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
That's in there. That's strike one. Grisham wants another look at the called strike. Gets a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Right through there for a strike. Swings over the top of that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The next pitch
No,
misses.
that's outside. Ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the K. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
That's in. Ball.
All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball. That's low.
Now pitching
Josh
for the
Walker,
Orioles.
ready or not, in the
Number
game now
61.
after the injury.
I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.